What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today is back and shoulders. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're starting off with the hammer strength row machine. We're going to chuck some light weight on there to start off with. Just kind of feel how the back's feeling, I guess. Then we'll chuck some heavier weight on. Aim for volume. Again, we're cutting. Let's see how it goes. We'll start with 50 each side. Probably get 12 on this. Then we'll up it to 60, and then probably 70 we'll cap out on. That's all nice. Chuck a plate on now. Place the 10s of 20. Do a set on 60, and then that's basically the one we're done. We'll do 2 sets on 70, and then I'm going to recruit my straps, just so I can feel it more in my back for my forearms to go out first. It might look big, but not as strong as the back. Using liquid chalk for basically every single exercise in back. Purely because obviously it will just enhance my grip, and usually your grip will give out before your back does, and I need it to be the other way around. I need my back to be the one that gets fatigued, and I need my grip to last as long as possible. I think back gasses me out a lot more than any other exercise does, any other muscle group.
Legs?
Honestly, it's a fine line. Back and legs are probably the ones that fatigue me the most. I can handle chest, shoulders, arms, but back's like, you know. 10 onto these now. That'll leave us with 70 kilos either side. Last week I got 70 for 11 and 70 for 10. Let's see if we can match that or beat it. I'm going to be putting on the hard body lifting straps. If you want to cop yourself a pair, there'll be a link in the description. Use code J for 10% off. We're all rested and recovered. Let's go 70 kilos. I'm going to do it rather than using both hands at the same time. I'm going to go one hand, hold here, stability. And I'm basically just trying to feel the contraction in this one. I don't know about anybody else, but with back, I've got to go heavy to feel anything. Whereas with something like arms, I can kind of do pause reps, I can feel everything fairly light. Back and legs for me are one of those things where I have to go heavy or I'm not feeling it. One more set on this, and that's this one done. Oh my god. So far, we're at 12 and 10. Now I've got to get 10 on the upper arm to match it. Benefit of training like this as well, it'll stop any imbalances. Because I went through a time where I was using both hands all the time, and then for some reason one side of my back looks bigger than the other. So, luckily that's fixed now, and that's not happening again. But you learn from your mistakes. Not exactly the cleanest of preps for that last set, but we're cutting. Intensity matters. Now we're going to move on to this machine, which is chest supported row. In other words, a machine T-bar row. We're going to use this grip here, in between here, because that's where the way my bone structure works. So I'm going to feel most contractions, how everything moves nicely. So start with 50 on there, and we'll probably go up to 60 for 2 sets. And we'll only do 3 sets in total on this. So let's chat in and set up the weight. Honestly, putting the weights back is probably the hardest part of the entire workout. For this, I'll probably do this set, maybe one more, and then we'll take the pump cover off. Just because my back already, just from the row exercise, I don't really know how well you can see it, because this is a new top from Able. Again, code J for 10% off if you want to get yourself something. You can definitely see some back through there. When this is off, I've got a stringer underneath, and then we'll really see how the back's looking. Let's go for 12 reps. That's a good goal from this one. This machine's great, but honestly, this is like, you'd expect this to be squishy. This red pad here, it's just hard, and it presses on my stomach. Obviously I've eaten within like an hour of coming to the gym, so it always makes me feel like I'm going to see my food again. The resting period's the exact same with this one. It'll take me a good few minutes before I'm up and at it again.
So when it comes to your rest periods,
yes,
do you just go by feel?
there's a level of feel to it. About 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, somewhere around there. Because that's kind of how long it takes the adenine triphosphate, the ATP, in your muscles. Which basically, long story short, I'll dumb it down a little bit. It's the energy molecule that sits in your muscle fibers, and it basically explodes, and that's how you get energy. So that's what food's turned into, essentially. I hope that makes sense. By the way, I'm starting to get really lean now. Obviously, the viewers aren't going to be able to, because of how we're uploading these, understand the time period between each video. It's been, what, like a week and 2 days since we last shot. And I can already see some noticeable changes on my body. So hopefully this will make the back a lot more striated for this video. The cut is definitely taking its effect. We got 12 on that last week, and this week we got 10. My body requires a lot of carbs to perform well. That's crazy. Weird out to pop in too, because of all the rows. That's pretty nuts. Right, here we go. Final round of T-bar row. There we are. Last set of T-bar rows done. Last rep was definitely a bit of a cheap rep, but you've got to do them every once in a while. Otherwise, how are you going to progress? If you're comfortable, you're not growing. Now we're on the low to high row. Find this, if you do some anatomy here, find some good lighting. If I'm pulling from low to high, that's basically my entire lat and the upper portion of my back, or at least that's what I feel it in. Right then, so for the low to high row, rather than just using both hands straight away, what I'm going to do is, very similarly to the other rowing machine, there's a handle here. I'm going to hold this with whatever hand I'm not pulling with. I'm going to hold that to be stable. I'm going to get a tiny little twist so I can bring my elbow into my back. That way I can get a really good contraction. Do that for 2 sets. This is just to make sure I don't develop any imbalances. And then for the final set, I'll do both hands and then get a really nice squeeze at the end. Definitely feeling good little pump for the back. Best combo, liquid chalk and lifting straps. Last set, finally. Pump's gone along very nicely. There's all the rowing movements done. For those of you that don't know, because I don't really touch on this at all so far through this episode, 3 out of 4 of my back exercises are row movements. The next exercise we're going to do, you've probably seen before in one of my other videos, never change this because it's so good, is using the mag grip on a lat pull down and leaning back slightly and bringing my shoulders all the way down. Great contractions. Literally, Only thing that's given me wings, for everybody that asks. Okay, here we have got the mag grip pull down. An amazing piece of equipment, some will say. I find with this, it's just like a normal lat pull down, except the way everything feels, just crazy. Honestly, you'll see. Hopefully you'll be able to see all the muscles contracting throughout this set, but if you don't have one in this gym and you're friends with your gym owner or a higher up in your gym, if it's like a chain like your gym, ask them to get one. Honestly, game changer. Gonna get set in now. Yeah, I'm already feeling that straight away and we're one set in.
You do everything off your own back, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, how old am I now? Just turned 19. I say just turned 19. I turned 19 in December. Christmas Eve. I'm basically a Christmas baby. So, since 12, 13, I've been going to the gym. I started off with bodyweight exercises, press-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups. I always just had this idea, I wanted to have abs. And obviously everybody who's in a similar place to me now will know that's probably how they started too. Something along those lines. All it takes is a little Google, 10-minute ab workout. Bam, fast forward and you're here. It's actually insane. I know so many people that have like had a similar journey to that all they wanted to do was get abs. And then this happened. But no, I've started training from 12 to 13, mostly bodyweight exercises. And then when we turned 13 in my school, we were allowed access to the weights in the school gym. A group of my friends went into that gym and we just kind of messing about. Anyway, by the November time, I'll try and find the clip. It's actually really funny. I ended up benching 100 kilos for the Americans. That's 220 pounds, 225, 220 pounds. For 3 reps before I was 14, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now I look back on it, it's actually crazy. It was like, for me, it was either powerlifting or bodybuilding. I liked having muscles, I liked being strong, and it was only very recently I switched fully to bodybuilding because I was still doing crazy compounds. On my bench, I think, well, it's 140 kilos. Deadlift was 230 kilos, 225 kilos. I got my squat to 180. Now I'm doing more bodybuilding based exercises and I program that on myself. So if anybody watches these videos, you've got a lot more knowledge for stuff like this. You know, I'm happy to take constructive criticism. Let me know someone I can do slightly better. I'd love to hear it. Time for set number 2. That last rep was very ropey. One more set on that, then we're on to shoulders, which again, we're going to run a very nice edit on. We'll do another set on that weight, I think. Another set on that, then that's back done completely. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the back part of today finished. Now, there's one thing left. Cue the shoulder edit.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your souls. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are.
That is back and shoulder day done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, drop a like, subscribe, comment anything I can improve on, anything you guys want to see. Make sure to check me out on Instagram. You can find me just here, Jake__Quinn_. Shorter reels, posing videos, diet tricks, stuff like that. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.